What else is going on today? I know we got a mayor that's being a naughty boy. Another one. I don't know when, Mike, you are. How's that?
There we go. Yeah.
I had to rewire stuff in the studio again today.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What city is this naughty mayor?
San Marino, California. Caught on video.
You never won.
Throwing dog shit on his neighbor's lawn.
Why is he doing this? I guess
he obviously has a problem with his neighbor.
And why aren't all of us? Real
So,
did he apologize?
Not yet. Yeah, no, he did.
He did?
Oh, he did. He said something about it was a terrible mistake and I'm embarrassed. Yeah, he said he took whatever.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, he said he was sorry.
Well, let's hear the initial
joking?
story.
Am I joking? No, it was... He said, I take responsibility for what happened. I'm sorry that it happened. It was a mistake.
You're the worst.
Sometimes I'm purposefully cheeky, so you'll never know.
That is true.
Sometimes. Let's see. I don't see this story that you just read. Oh, wait. Let's do the news report first.
Yeah.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie. Okay.
The mayor of San Marino was caught on camera throwing dog feces into his neighbor's yard.
You should be able to say dog shit.
Dog shit in the neighbor's yard.
You should be able to say dog shit.
He was tossing loads of dog shit.
Right? I think it softens up the shit.
Yeah.
The shit word.
Feces.
Feces sounds stupid.
I hate the technical term for anything that is supposed to be dirty when you just talk about it.
Yeah, because as soon as you hear feces, you're thinking shit. So you're like, oh, dog feces. Oh, I see. He threw dog shit in his neighbor's yard.
Penis, vagina.
Right.
All that shit.
Yeah. Pekakuda.
Yeah. Right.
But why is... Language is so dumb.
It really
why is feces acceptable on the news, but you can't say shit?
It's the same
thing. It's the same fucking thing.
You're talking about the same thing, but one word is okay to say, the other isn't, but they both conjure up the image.
That is so dumb if you really just break it down.
Yeah. Feces, all right. Shit.
Right. That gets a reaction, I guess.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Words are just stupid.
That makes no sense.
Words are just stupid words.
Yes.
All right, go ahead there, Sammy.
His yard, and he reportedly admits doing it. This video was posted on Whittier Daily News last night. It shows Mayor Dennis Nyer tossing a bag of dog waste onto Philip Lau's walkway. Lau tells CBS 2 he thinks it was in retaliation because he opposes a neighborhood dog park. The mayor reportedly said he found the bag and should have left it or thrown it away. Nyer claims he wrote Lau an apology letter.
So there you go. Here's the apology.
He also, in a statement he admitted it, yeah.
He only apologized because he got caught.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He never would have said, by the way, I threw dog shit on your...
And I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, really? It was you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You should have put it in a paper bag, light it on fire, and ring the bell and run.
Yeah.
Has anyone actually done that?
I don't know, but it's
yes.
Great
You've
fucking...
done it.
No, I haven't. I mean, I know it's been done.
I think you stomp on it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's all shit on your foot.
That's a great prank.
That is, whoever invented that gag.
Someone had to do it for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, he probably was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put shit on some guy's steps out by his door, and he'll open the door and step in it.
Right.
And then the guy opened the door and he's watching, and the guy goes, oh, there's shit down there.
Yeah.
Oh, and he avoided it. He's like, fuck, how can I get him to step on it? What did he step on? Maybe I'll put it in a bag or something, and then he'll step on it. Oh, and then he avoids it again.
Right.
And then the guy goes, if I light that fucking bag on fire, this son of a bitch is going to stomp it out.
And there's dog shit.
Yes, it's the progression of a great joke.
But with that said, who is falling for that prank nowadays?
Nowadays?
You see a bag burning on your front stoop. You're not stomping
have to,
on
though.
it.
You
No,
have
you're
to
not
burn
stomping
down.
on it.
No, that's true.
You
And
have
it's
to
such
think
an old
immediately
gag,
that it's a bag full of shit, and you take the place, the welcome mat or something. And
Maybe someone in their 20s.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they do. That's an old joke.
That's
an old joke.
That's ridiculous.
I want to see the commercial that they're running.
Yeah, we got to do another apology, though, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
One more apology. It's a quick and easy one. as we try to go 10 lousy days on the Opie and Anthony show without an apology. I think the mayor apology counts, right? It was on the news. And then MSNBC's apologizing yet again. They say. MSNBC's, how do you say his name? The Toure guy.
Toure?
Toure, because they have that thing over the E. That's why you go Toure.
Toure.
Had to apologize. Do we have the clip? On behalf of the network, yet again, after the cycle forgot to bleep out Dave Chappelle saying motherfuckers in a clip on Monday's program.
Whoops.
But I think you're allowed to say motherfuckers on MSNBC, right?
Yep.
So why are you apologizing?
Well, you're apologizing.
Maybe it's not policy.
That would be offended.
But maybe it's not policy to, have motherfucker on your network. But if you're technically allowed to have it and it happens, whatever.
Well, you still got to apologize to the people that were offended hearing it.
Who was offended?
People would say, I was watching with my kids watching for the news. And
Exactly.
Really?
There's always going to be somebody offended.
Here's the apology. I think you have it, right?
No, I have other apology.
Before we go to break yesterday on this program, one of the tapes we played had offensive and inappropriate language. He said, we sincerely... Oh, they didn't go with deeply. We sincerely apologize for our mistake. So... and then another guy had to apologize. They just keep apologizing.
Do you have the clip where he actually...
In the previous hour, MSNBC aired a piece of tape with offensive language. The network obviously did not intend for that language to air, and MSNBC apologizes to our viewers.
And they can't stop saying they're fucking sorry over there.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Especially if it was by accident. Who cares?
But they're addicted to it.
Do we have the clip? Oh, man. I wanted to hear say fuck.
Motherfucker.
I love the good motherfuck.
Motherfucker.
I think this is the apology.
Yeah.
Congressman Murphy, thank you.
Thanks, Tori. Thanks, everybody.
Before we go to break, yesterday on the program, one of the tapes we played had offensive and inappropriate language. We sincerely apologize for our mistake.
It was yesterday. Let it go.
Yeah,
Gives a
who's gonna
fuck.
remember?
God.
We sincerely, deeply, and sincerely deeply...
It will never happen again.
We apologize.
We will do everything we can to make sure this never happens again.
Do you believe that the taxi commission is looking for people that actually rode with De Niro when he was making Taxi Driver?
Right.
He actually had to get a taxi, not had to, but he got a taxi license so he could kind of get the gist of what it's like to drive a cab in New York, and drove people around.
Did he really drive people around?
Yeah. Picked up people, dropped them off. So I guess now they're looking for people that rode with him, if they remember.
Why?
And I guess they want to interview them for something.
Why wouldn't you just step forward and say, yeah, you picked me up?
Because how could anyone prove it? Yeah, he sucked my dick in the back seat.
Right.
Yeah, I picked him up. He kept saying, I actually said to him, hey, you talking to me? And he went, hey, I'm going to use that in my movie.
Right. Why wouldn't you just step forward?
Yeah.
Why not?
Just lie about it.
You know, if he even talked to the guy, it was, stupid small talk.
Yeah, it was like 1970.
Yeah, he picked me up on 17th Street, and he got me up to 38th.
Yeah, it was really unremarkable because he wasn't really Robert De Niro then.
Right.
He got a hack license. Like, that's amazing what
That's pretty cool.
a method actor will do.
Yeah, they go through all that shit. They have to actually do it. You know, what? You can't play a cab driver unless you actually drive a cab.
It's dumb.
Really is. Just
Really
a
stupid thing they're looking for.
Just act.
There's little things they probably get out of it, though, like little mannerisms or little, like, all right, like just trying to shut the fucking window, whatever it is that they get out of it.
Yeah.
It's all this weird little experience stuff, I'm guessing.
That cab drivers would notice at the movies. He didn't do that right.
Well, that just makes you better in the scene.
Yeah.
Like, I would just probably just go like, hello, I'm taxiing. Where can I taxi you to?
That would be terrible.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good portrayal.
No.
Yeah, so Jimmy wants to see the anti-Redskin ad.
That they
what is that?
That will play during the NBA Finals. Who paid for this?
Some American Indians.
The Indians? The Hayas paid for this?
In certain, I guess only certain markets. I guess, for money, they probably didn't get all markets.
Redskins are staying strong. with the name change thing. Staying strong.
Cool. And when they fucking let one of their players say something racist without responding or without, I'll be 100% behind them.
Ah.
A little hypocrisy is what you're saying?
That's the only reason I'm completely against them. And the NFL is the way they handle every other complaint. This is the only group that they fuck with. They wouldn't dare do it to another group, so
no,
that bothers me. Selective.
It's just weird that, you know, the Redskins logo was accepted for so long, and now out of nowhere they desperately need to change it.
Because
that's just strange.
The times we're living in, it's crazy.
Well, we got to push back a little bit.
Yeah.
Then we should push back by having a team name of some other kind of a team name or some other kind of a cultural thing that fucks with another group. You know what I mean? Then if every group was getting fucked with, it wouldn't be...
No, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to fuck over some other group.
But they didn't come up with these names to fuck with those groups. Like I played a lot of sports growing up, and we were always named after some kind of tribe or, you know.
Yeah.
And it was because they were powerful and strong, and they were warriors, and, you know, they fought, and they didn't give up, and all that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. At the time, I think it was a positive thing when they named all these teams after Indians.
Yes. I think you're right.
So
what's
people are spinning it now and saying it's not a positive thing.
Well, nothing's positive now. You even talk about a minority group and you're for some reason it's bad. I don't get it.
I don't think they were trying to get one over on everybody.
No, they weren't
with these names. I thought they meant well at the time. And
it's just the selective nature.
Problem with it.
That's all it is the selective nature of their stances.
Right.
It's like the Indians are the only ones that they take. Well, you know. But with every other complaint or group, these fucking pussy sports organizations bend over and go, we're so sorry we didn't mean it. He's been suspended for bullying. There's a no N-word policy on the field. Where they can't get enough of sucking special interest dick. But this one group, they're like, well, fuck you, too bad.
Yeah.
You think they're going to do that N-word thing for real?
I don't know.
That 15-yard penalty?
Field.
For certain language?
Right.
Sure. It won't be white players saying it.
That is nuts.
No.
All right, let's see the ad. The anti-Redskin ad. Oh, boy.
Proud.
Oh, it starts.
Forgotten.
Silly.
Indian. Navajo. Blackfoot.
Hakawi.
Inuit. And Sioux. Survivor.
Sue.
Spiritualist.
Sue everyone.
Patriot. Sitting Bull. Hiawatha. And Jim Thorpe. Mother. Father. Son. Daughter.
Get it.
Chief. Mills. Geronimo. Unyielding. Strong. Indomitable.
Yeah, that's why they
Native Americans call themselves many things.
But not.
The one thing they don't.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, they don't say the word, though.
Oh, they just show the helmet.
Fuck outta here.
They show the football helmet.
But they don't say the word.
No.
That would have been more powerful.
I don't know. I think the thing is, one thing they don't. So they don't say it.
I get it. Get some other dummy to say it. What, Redskin? Just have a goofball.
That was...
I don't know, man. It's almost like when they wanted people to pay attention to certain drug commercials, they're like, what would make you look at the TV?
Yeah.
Right.
Silence. And they went silent because it was the jarring nature of the lack of...
So you pop up.
That's more effective.
But that's not why they
pops.
did that. They weren't brave enough to say Redskin. So they figured out another way that absolutely... Oh, can you say brave?
I don't know.
So they found a better way to do it, and it is pretty dramatic. But, I
don't think it wasn't that they were weren't brave enough. I see it as they won't say it, not because they don't have the courage to say it. It's just more effective not saying it.
If you watch the end of that again, like the last 10 seconds,
Yes.
I really think that they just dropped it off because they thought that's a powerful image.
Yes. Yeah.
It works. Not going to argue that point.
The one thing they don't, and then it's just that.
Don't say it. Like, the one thing we don't say is
One thing
Redskin.
they don't.
Yeah, it's just the helmet.
All right.
The helmet.
The helmet.
Pinch the helmet.
The hat.
It's a football hat.
What about the Vikings, though? I mean, they were just a brutal...
I don't think Vikings are complaining, though.
And are Vikings like really necessarily a group now?
But they were brutal.
They did some fun things, but they're not complaining.
Yeah.
Who are they now?
Yeah.
Like what Vikings are around?
And what Vikings live here?
Cool people.
There's a guy that there's no way. All right, well, let me just take this call. Jared in Colorado, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, my family's from Norway, and it just pisses me the fuck off when I hear about the Minnesota Vikings. Every time I hear Vikings, I just want to punch myself right in the dick.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't really believe you.
Yeah, I don't think
no one here
anybody's
is believing you.
I don't think anyone's mad at the Vikings
All right,
name.
no one's, yeah.
Yeah.
But
All right.
But really, how many Indians are upset about the Redskin name? Because that should be what matters.
Not us.
I mean,
Not us.
And you know,
I think
if only a small group of Indians, you know what you say? Fuck you. The rest of the other Indians go, fuck you. Who cares? Making us look like we're pussies.
I think they polled Indians, and I don't think the numbers were that impressive.
Yeah.
Could you find that, Sam? Possibly. I believe I read that somewhere.
That's well shot, though.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Sure.
Show a lot of Indian people dressed in traditional Indian garb.
But why is it so jarring then to see another face on the side of a helmet? Like, why do we think of that? We all have the same, like, oh, like it just wouldn't happen. So why is there that difference?
I don't know.
People hate my stance on this, and I don't care. It's not about censoring them, and I don't want them to be forced to change it.
I never thought twice about it. I just thought, oh, Redskins, okay, they're playing, the Giants this weekend.
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I just know that so many teams were just named after Indian tribes and Indian names and stuff because they really believed, they were powerful, strong, all that shit.
Yeah, everything they were talking about was, what Indians are. That's the reason they put it on the side, not as a goof.
Right.
Like, hey, we're a football team. We want to name. Let's slap something goofy and silly on the side of our helmet.
What represents
that people can make fun of? No.
What represents teamwork and being, strong and powerful and not giving up?
Yeah.
So the obvious choice at the time was to name it after, Indians.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sure that was the intention.
Yeah.
So, I don't.
Well, Zulus are strong.
Yeah.
The Zulus are very powerful and respected warriors.
Sure.
So let's have that. It's a black face, whatever true to a Zulu face is, with a spear or whatever weapon it is that they carry.
A spear.
But to picture that, you'd go,
Right.
I think that'd be hilarious.
It's like selectively language police.
The Zulus.
But I keep going back to the fact that you weren't trying to get one over on anybody when they came up with these names.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But probably at the time you're right too that they didn't have the balls to go all in and say Zulus or any of that stuff. So
or now they wouldn't. Like right now, the Redskins would never defend. If there was a guy dropping N-bombs in the locker room,
right,
and he just kept saying nigger and he couldn't stop, that fucking Redskins owner would never stand there and defend him.
No.
Never.
No.
And people got mad at the Daily or the Onion or whatever when they said like Jew or whatever. A filthy kike refused it to change.
Right.
Why?
That was funny.
Yeah, that was just humor.
Yeah, it was funny.
Funny's funny.
Humor. Right? Yeah.
I like the fact that they're getting bitten by their own buckling to political correctness. Because if the NFL had stood tall all this and not buckled to any of it, or no teams had buckled, this wouldn't be an issue.
Well, I think the NFL wants them to change the team, but I think the owner has say over that. I think that's what's going on here, right?
But look at the NBA. A guy in his private conversation says stupid shit.
Yeah.
He has to sell the team. Like, the inconsistency in professional sports is what drives me crazy. Stop pretending that there's morals involved.
Yeah.
None of it is. It's all who's ever being focused on at the moment.
Let's go to Bill in Miami.
Hey,
how about those Heat? How about those Heat?
Yeah, that didn't go so well last night.
Well, they're down 2-1. I like that. Go Spurs. Go Spurs.
Everybody likes to hate the Heat. But real quick,
true.
The reason they don't show it at the end of the commercial is they try to give it the same weight as like the N-word. So you're not going to have somebody say the N-word. So the same reason you wouldn't have anybody say Redskins, or now it becomes the R-word.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
And where does the word Redskins come from? Because I've heard many things.
Right, me too. I don't know.
But when they were getting ready for battle, they painted up their faces, right?
Well, dude, I'm not an expert on
that.
And then the white man
skinning them.
But then the white man twisted that and made it into something else, maybe, right?
Yeah, so it's a derogatory comment. Yeah, I mean, but I don't think. Yeah, they didn't give it to. But my only point was just that they're trying to give it the same weight as, you would never say the N-word, therefore you shouldn't say the R-word.
I think that let's be real honest. Redskin has not been used. I don't know how it was used back then, but like nigger was used to be very fucking horrible. And
sure.
Maybe Redskin was, 200 years ago. I don't know.
I think Redskin was it wasn't a nice thing. I don't know how mean it was supposed to be. Hey, hey, Redskin, get over here. That doesn't sound like it was meant to be nice.
It's probably what the colonists called.
The Orangemen, and they changed to the Orange.
Orange Men, right? And then now they're the Red Storm. Oh, God. What does that mean? What is a Red Storm?
That's what the women go through every month.
Right.
They go through the Red Storm. Terrible.
Oh, no, wait. No.
Syracuse was the
Yeah, Syracuse was there. Wait, St. John's...
they were the Red Men, now they're the Red Storm.
Oh, right. You were right. I'm sorry. You're right.
But if you look at Florida State, they're the Seminoles. But my understanding is Seminole tribe has no problem. It's they like being associated with Florida State University and the football team and everything you were talking about with Brave Warrior. I mean, they really embrace it.
Right.
And you don't see them at the beginning of every game, they have a Seminole Indian ride out with a spear and he chucks it down in the middle of the field, and there's no complaints whatsoever. So it's not like you're exploiting the Seminole tribe. The Seminole tribe sees it as...
that is a pretty cool moment when he does that, too.
Yeah.
Comes trotting out.
Anyway, that's all I had, guys.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Kathleen in Detroit. She's an American Indian. Kathleen.
Hi. I'm just calling to say that I don't think the NFL has any place to talk. And my high school was named the Chiefs, and we actually had a group come in from out of state about a year ago that wanted to force our high school to change their name, and the people of my town kind of fought them off, so they haven't been forced to change it yet. But like I said, I'm American Indian, and it doesn't bother me.
Hi, how are ya? Hi, how are ya? Get that one?
Yeah.
You ever hear that one?
Yeah.
Have you heard that one before? All right. So you don't care that they're called the Redskins?
No, it doesn't offend me at all, and I think people should just stay out of it.
Right on.
But it's not about it offending you. I have an opinion on it, but it's not that I'm thinking for American Indians. Like, I'm not thinking like, well, they need to be protected. For me, it's more a fuck you to the NFL because I'm so tired of the way this country and these teams have handled things selectively. Like, you're either going to stand up to this fucking idiocy of political correctness, or you're going to grab your ankles and take that special interest dick. And they have chosen every single time to take the special interest dick. And I guess they're
it's
just not, this in this
it's
case.
It's the same for the government, though. So I mean, they do they're selective as well with who they want to support and who they want to go after.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't like it there either.
All right. Thank you, Kathleen.
Well, I don't like it there.
I'm getting word that that's Johnny Depp doing the voiceover for the commercial.
Really?
Really?
Why did I say it like that?
He did.
Played Tonto.
Played Tonto.
That movie was a bust, huh?
Wow.
Do you know I saw some of it and actually liked it?
Really?
I swear to God, yeah.
On a plane or something?
No, at home I was watching it. I was like, I kind of...
Yeah.
Didn't do well at all. Let's say hi to Josh in D.C. Josh.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, Josh.
All right, Josh.
So I live here in Washington, and I'm actually driving past with Redskins play as we speak. It's funny. But nobody here gives a shit about the name. Like, they just don't care, and I feel like this is some kind of... I don't want to say propaganda or political thing like that was mentioned before, but it just seems like nobody cares. I feel like this is not something that anybody should be putting their efforts into. I mean, people around here, they just go, it's the Redskins, and nobody thinks twice. Like you said earlier, Opie, that it's not like when you say nigger, it associates with something bad. When you say Redskins, every time I hear the word Redskins, I never think of an Indian. I think of a stupid football team that my team had to play every single year, twice a year. So it makes no sense to me.
It seems like a very small group of people are really trying to force this among the majority, which happens a lot in this country, and we end up losing. The majority ends up losing a lot, which is crazy to me.
White men speak with forked tongue.
Well, yeah, and they're right.
Yes.
It's the selective policing and the selective language enforcement that's gotten us in the situation we're in. Certain people get targeted, certain people don't. Certain people, you know what I mean? It's the same shit that the NFL is doing there. It's like you either are you actually stand for something or you don't.
You know what they should do?
What's that?
Rain dance before every game. Totally fuck up every game.
Well, but they do play in the rain of football.
Yes.
I know, but just it would
just
be
be
the
a
crowd
pain in
would
the
be
ass.
all fucked up. They'd be like,
Everyone would be
oh, it's
fucking
raining
miserable.
again. Yeah.
They would stop being fans if they had to go to a...
Yeah, it's always raining.
Every home game, it's raining.
The market should decide with all of it, though. Like, technically, if people didn't go to the games, then they wouldn't make money. If people didn't buy the Redskin hats, but they do. So, of course, they should be allowed to do what they want to do. But that's how it should be decided with all this stuff.
Of course.
The free market should decide.
Of course.
Jesus.
That's hilarious.
I guess
Good
Conan,
bit by Conan.
Conan did a bit where he was showing the interview with Hillary Clinton that she recently did.
Right.
And they just had her eyes being crossed and uncrossed as she's talking. They superimposed it.
No, very funny.
Looked very wacky.
Let's go to James in Louisiana. James.
Yeah, I got a solution for this whole thing about the Redskins. Just come up with a team called the Palefaces that balances out.
The pale faces.
Who cares?
Balances out.
It balances, whatever. Like I wouldn't
Redskins
be bothered. I
play
wouldn't
in the
be
Pale
bothered in the
Faces.
least if a team was called the Pale Faces. Who cares?
Crack ass crackers.
Let's say hi to Chris in Virginia. Chris.
Hi.
Hey. What's up, man?
I was just gonna say that this just shows that the NFL has no consistent values. Like I agree with Jimmy that they have no integrity. Like you can, if they're gonna give penalties. I hope they give penalties to people who say the N-word because it's just gonna be black people. Like it's gonna be hilarious.
Right. Yes.
When every penalty is just a black guy saying the N-word to another black guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They're, like I said, they're inconsistent. Like
Yeah, Whitey
they're
ain't
not
gonna
change the.
ain't gonna say
Like
that.
if you go to an Indian reservation and ask them, hey, are you guys offended that we're using Redskins? They'll be like, what the fuck? We don't, what? Get out of here. Like,
just buy our fucking jewelry and our cigarettes. Shut up.
Right.
Just go to our casinos.
There you go.
Yeah,
Go
the
to our casinos.
The N-word penalty in the NFL, if that goes through, that is just completely ridiculous.
Just the fact that it's being discussed.
Right. As they try to take each other's heads off.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Right.
And they know they have a major problem with concussions and head injuries in the NFL, like a major problem that they're trying to sweep under the rug because they don't know how to handle it yet because the equipment's not good enough. But if you say the N-word, then they're going to be all up in arms. That is ridiculous.
They don't give a fuck.
That goes to Jimmy's point, obviously. Huh?
They don't give a fuck if you're going to be brain dead.
No, they don't care.
By 60 years old, but oh God, don't you fucking say the N-word. Holy shit.
Right. Yeah, language is language. Like I said earlier, is so weird to me. Who cares?
Yeah,
it's just
Exactly
stupid
it.
words in the end.
It's all professional sport. They're all trying to be something that they're not. And that's what drives me nuts. Baseball's the same fucking, and again, NBA with Sterling, and yet these guys commit felonies and they're still in the league.
felonies. I mean,
Stop.
some guy, and this happens all the time, getting convicted of drunk driving, which to me is a fuckload more dangerous than some old guy telling his girlfriend not to bring black guys to the game. I mean, offensive, whatever you want to call it. But as far as real, a substantial danger to other people, I think the drunk driving is a lot more serious.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, it's the world we live in.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse.
It is. It's never going to. I always thought it's change. It's never going to change, man. It's never going to.
We got to push back, but as you see, every media outlet just caters to it. It's unbelievable.
In Canada, I heard one of the places will not mention the names of these people, that the killers,
The shooters and stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
If you're still on the loose, that's one thing. But if you're caught or dead,
because the media is absolutely making this way worse.
much worse.
Yeah.
Absolutely making it worse. There's been 74 school shootings since Sandy Hook.
Really?
They add in some that aren't technically the school shootings. They
But
do
still,
that.
it's still obviously an issue.
But they say, well, how come you guys talk about it? You're perpetuate. When people are doing, they want infamy or they want to go out in a blaze of glory. They're not looking like we want people to make fun of us on the radio and shit on us.
Right.
They want like their manifestos printed. They want to be heard. Like they want to be heard in a certain tone, and that's what the press gives them.
Yep.
And we don't give them that.
No.
The press doesn't mock what small, selfish little nobodies. They put things like the Joker's lair.
Oh, right.
Like the New York Post knows what they're doing, and they simply don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they make these guys
don't care.
into, the super villains.
They don't care.
No.
That they're contributing to people getting murdered.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
The Post is a goofy paper.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but don't,
I think they, let me see what they have here. There was something they had today.
The Post.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that thing.
Our proud New York papers. Just rags.
A bunch of goofballs.
Rags of 2- and 3-day-old news.
Right.
The only thing that's up to date is the sports, and you could have saw that, last night.
Yeah.
Right after the game.
I'm trying to find it. It might have even been in the other goofy paper, because they are both goofy.
Papers are so fucking obsolete.
I'm doing a new old man character. I say things like, "What are you doing over there, tweetering?"
That's good.
Yeah, what's that, the inner tubes?
That's a good one,
I
too.
just pretend I don't know technology.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Work it.
Yeah. Get the audience to laugh. Like,
Bet that doesn't happen.
Yeah, not at all. Hey, what's this, the IHOP pad? What do you, the Lily pad?
Because it's the pancake place, and then, because he probably goes there.
Yeah, no, it's an iPad.
Yeah. Here it is. It is the other goofy paper, the Daily News. So you got Derek Fisher. He's going to be the coach of the Knicks.
Yep.
I know most of you don't give a fuck. I get it. But Carmelo Anthony might leave the team.
Oh.
So they're basically trying to say, hey, man, stick around. It's the Knicks. Time to rebuild, and we're going to be somebody. Now that we got Phil Jackson, and now we got Derek Fisher coaching, right? So the headline says, don't be dumb with 2 Ds. Stay with Knicks. And it's showing Carmelo Anthony's wife with a shitload of cleavage.
Double D's?
Double D.
Don't be...
Don't be double D.
It's a tit joke.
It's a tit joke is basically what I'm getting at. Yeah, this is the paper. This is the newspaper.
Yeah.
It says, Knicks fans have a message for Carmelo Anthony and wife Lala. You'd be boobs to leave.
Boobs.
It's like, that's just embarrassing.
Isn't that embarrassing?
But they're the same ones that will moralize on the front page about comedian who says something wrong,
right?
Or disrespects. They're the same people.
Yeah.
But you'd be boobs to leave. That's not even close to a good line.
No.
And then it continues. Anthony has 2 big reasons to stay with the Knicks.
Oh.
Why?
What does this have to do with it?
Doesn't have anything to do with
pun after pun.
How about you just tell the real story and go, oh, by the way, here's his wife's tits.
His wife with big tits.
All right. 2 big reasons to stay with the Knicks. And then,
why? The Knicks have nothing to do with him and his wife.
They're Hooters.
Your mind is in the gutter, and then they go, well, the 2 reasons are Phil Jackson and new coach Derek Fisher.
We see what you clever guys.
They are clever.
But there's a picture of his wife right there with, they're half uncovered, her big, giant boobies. So, I just read this, like, this is our paper?
Fucking ridiculous.
It makes you go like, oh.
I know they're they're in a tough spot with the internet and everything, but Jesus, that's not going to get the job done, right? Anyway, why don't we? Are we done with the Redskins? You think?
I wonder what's going to happen what do you think? I think eventually he changes the name. He buckles to the.
I don't know.
I just don't want them to be forced to change it. Like, you can't make someone do that.
I think they'll hang in there for a while.
Maybe.
I really do. Because there's a lot of money. Well, I think there'd be more money at stake if they do change the logo, because then everyone has to update their shit.
Yeah, they got to buy new.
I don't know.
Buy new shit.
And then they would still buy the old shit as retro stuff. Although the NFL would probably force the retro stuff out. Like, all right, now that you changed the name, I never want to see the Redskins logo again.
Yeah, we don't want that name. It's racially inappropriate. He's got 4 felonies and he hit his wife. Welcome to the team.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, great fucking consistent organization.
All right. I want to check in with the consumer. I'm thinking after the break.
Oh yeah, I was reading some of his.
Is there new stuff?
Work.
New stuff?
Yeah, I read some of his work last night.
We're going to check in with the consumer, and we got some clips from Dave Chappelle on Letterman, which are pretty good. He's finally talking about, what happened with him and the show and all that shit.
If you want to know what, if you should pick up some pizza SpaghettiOs, I wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, that was the one he did.
Oh, that's one I saw.
How many did you do last night, Eric?
I think 2 or 3 I did last night.
Well, you're about to get a follower of someone who follows no one. Ooh. Someone has 0 followers, but he will now follow you.
Is it Chip?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Congrats.
Chip will now follow you.
We will check in with the consumer next.